everything will fall into place.
So we talked about you being a silent assassin. I remember for me, I'm gonna date myself. I don't even know if you know what this song is, which is really embarrassing. But I used to listen to Hail Mary by Tupac because it'll always get me, I'll be ready to run through a wall. Did you have any songs, like take me through your pregame ritual, like what music is banging in the locker room, what are guys doing?
I know one song for a fact that we listened to like a lot. It was Put a Date on It.
Yeah.
Yo Gotti and Lil Baby. We listened to that song a lot. Everybody was kind of just pumped up and ready to go, super excited. It was definitely a fun time, pregame. But I'm gonna miss those times, yeah.
Yeah. So take me like, all right, you're on the court now, you're about to play. Who does Cam turn into when he's on the court, or is Cam the same player that he is as a person?
Off the court, I'm kind of laid back, chill. But on the court, I kind of have that, aggression, a little bit of anger that I play with, and I feel like that's what kind of gives me that edge, to kind of just be, who I am.
Did that come from your past at all? Where did you develop that?
It probably comes from just being home in Philly a lot. A lot of the All-Star games, stuff like that I played in growing up, you got to be tough and gritty, or you're just not going to play well. So I feel like that's kind of where it came from. But yeah.
So your dad spent time teaching you how to shoot. Your form is incredible. It's impeccable, actually. Did you find a moment where you're like, yo, I can really shoot the ball, and nobody can tell me that I can't?
A specific moment, nah. But I always just had that inner confidence that like I can shoot. Ever since I was like really, really young, I've always just had that a good touch. And I could always shoot threes and all that type of stuff when I was just young. So it kind of just comes natural. But it definitely comes from my dad as well.
Working on the mechanics and everything?
Yeah.
So the NBA draft is here. We're about to be thrusted into this world. Is there anybody at the next level that maybe has communicated with you about what you're about to walk into, the challenges that you're about to face?
Yeah, a little bit. My former teammate Mo Bamba, we talked a little bit, during the NBA Combine during that week. But we talked, throughout the entire Duke season. He was helpful for me.
What did he say?
He just told me really to take care of my body and stay in the weight room. He was telling me that, he struggled a lot, just being healthy and being strong. I gotta learn how to take care of my body a lot better, like nutrition, diet, all that kind of stuff, plays into it. Because obviously it's a long season. So just being prepared for all that will do me well.
What's on your mind the next couple of days? Is it spend time with your family? Is it just be normal, hang out? Like, what do you bring other people into how you're getting ready for this moment?
I'm just trying to embrace it all, really just enjoy it. It's a lot, but it's really a blessing, and I love every second of it. Just meeting new people and being obviously out in New York City and just seeing all the fans and stuff like that, it's been great. So obviously being a little bit normal, but taking the time to really just take it all in.
Like, so from 10 years from now, who's Cam Reddish?
You're
an all-star?
I'm an all-star.
You're an all-star?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm happy for you, man.
Appreciate it.
Congratulations on everything you're doing, brother.
Thank you.
We're happy for you.
All right, perhaps he will be an all-star. We'll see. We'll see where he ends up. Odds to go 5th overall in the NBA draft. Cam Reddish plus 1,000. And the Cleveland Cavaliers, well, they're interested in possibly trading out of that 5th spot. Kobe Altman is entertaining offers for the 5th overall pick, according to an ESPN report. Matt Norlander says if the Cavs hold on to that 5th pick, take Jarrett Culver, not Darius Garland. But Cam Reddish, an interesting option here. And some scouts saying he needs to improve his close and mid-range game. He shot 39% from inside the arc last season, tied for 629th among 660 qualified D1 players. Tim, I want to come to you first. You played big-time college basketball. You've seen Cam Reddish play. He's been in the shadows of RJ and Zion. What are the chances Cam Reddish impresses a team and he sneaks into the top 5?
Well, Gary's been making this point all week long that he didn't shoot it efficiently or effectively from 3. But, man, when you watch him shoot, it looks easy, and it does look like it's going to go in every single time. Now, had some game winners this year, most notably down at Florida State. And you don't want to say, oh, that was just a bad team for him to play on. He was the 3rd option. He didn't get a ton of quality looks. He was the guy who said, my knee's not ready to go, even though he got cleared from trainers. There's some question about his heart. So does he go to the right team where he fits? His personality, watching that interview there, reminds me a little bit of Klay Thompson. Like, Klay's one of those guys, you don't know if he's thinking about, like, spaghetti and meatballs for dinner or if he's going to play Nintendo. But he goes out there and he makes a lot of shots, and he's an excellent shooter. The percentage wasn't there, but I think if he goes to the right team and he has the right role, he could be a heck of an NBA player, but that shot just has to go in more consistently.
Yeah, I would not compare Cam Reddish to Klay Thompson whatsoever. Klay Thompson has a reputation as one of the toughest guys in the NBA. Cam Reddish carries a reputation of being relatively soft, and he's had that stuck to him since he was a prospect coming out of high school there. The shooting is a big concern here. Is there a chance he could go in the top 5? Maybe. I would be stunned, and I don't think it's validated whatsoever. I wouldn't even put Cam Reddish on my top 15 prospects. I just haven't seen enough of it. I know he has some length, but not a great athlete, not a good shooter. In fact, his offensive rating last season, just 96. That's well subpar. He wasn't even a 40% shooter from two-point range. To me, not the kind of guy that I want to have on my roster in this kind of draft. We'll see where he goes. I think it will be top 10.
We're wrong about prospects every year.
Sure.
Even the people who run franchises are wrong about prospects every year. Perhaps we'll be wrong about Cam Reddish, but I wouldn't spend a top 10 pick on him.
Well, we're about to find out. Our wall-to-wall coverage of the NBA draft continues at the top of the hour. We'll break down every pick in the first round, what players are ready to make an impact for your team. You're watching CBS Sports HQ. Keep it locked.
Ours is a proud bloodline. We hail from the battlefields to the Badlands, from the mountains and the midtowns, from the islands to the highlands, and directly to those who understand that when you get behind the wheel, you're not just driving a Jeep Wrangler, you're joining a family.
It's tough to quit smoking cold turkey. So Chantix can help you quit slow turkey. Along with support, Chantix is proven to help you quit. With Chantix, you can keep smoking at first and ease into quitting. Chantix reduces the urge, so when the day arrives, you'll be more ready to kiss cigarettes goodbye. When you try to quit smoking, with or without Chantix, you may have nicotine withdrawal symptoms. Stop Chantix and get help right away if you have changes in behavior or thinking, aggression, hostility, depressed mood, suicidal thoughts or actions, seizures, new or worse heart or blood vessel problems, sleepwalking, or life-threatening allergic and skin reactions. Decrease alcohol use. Use caution driving or operating machinery. Tell your doctor if you've had mental health problems. The most common side effect is nausea. Quit smoking slow turkey. Talk to your doctor about Chantix.
Cooper tires on the ground, go round and round, round and round, round and round.
Your tires matter, so count on Cooper, an American company since 1914.
Tires on the ground, go round and...
To survive the tour, you got to be able to thrive under pressure. I can do this all day.
We are farmers, bum 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 bum.
Welcome to CBS Sports HQ, your home for streaming sports. This is Ryder's Block, now live from Los Angeles with the biggest names in sports every single day.
Welcome to CBS Sports HQ, a sports news network.
Breaking news, fantasy advice, picks, and of course, all your highlights. Pre-game, post-game, streaming live 24/7, 365. Always on, always free, on any device.
Delivering the edge to make fans smarter.
For months, we've marveled at them. Young men pursuing a lifelong dream, displaying youth and skill, promise. The Skywalkers who fly above us.
Elevator going up to throw it down.
The playmakers who dazzle us.
Morant behind the back.
The shooters taking aim at more than just the basket.
From three, give it to him. White, pull up, triple, goodness gracious.
But their ultimate destiny is to arrive among the elite and rise above the rest. Rise, young man. Welcome to the NBA Draft.
CBS Sports HQ is your home for live coverage of tonight's NBA Draft. Our experts will bring you pick-by-pick analysis, grades, on-site interviews from Barclays Center, player profiles, and break down the day's biggest moves. You can stream it all live and for free as you join us for one of the biggest days of the NBA season, all presented by Jeep. And with that, we say hello and welcome to our 2019 NBA Draft Preview Show presented by Jeep. I am Akeem Dermish. What a crew we have for you. Let's start with a man who went undrafted in 1988, then became an NBA champion with the Spurs, later an NBA Coach of the Year with the Mavs, former Alabama head coach Avery Johnson joining us here in studio. CBS Sports senior college basketball writer Matt Norlander, CBS Sports college basketball insider Gary Parrish. Also along the way, CBS Sports NBA analyst Reed Forgrave. We are breaking it down wall to wall for you from every angle. And Avery, I know you went undrafted in 1988, but how exciting of a night is this for you, and especially the career you had, went on to coach All-Stars. You've watched these young men develop, and now this night, it is their moment. Their dream will come true.
Well, this is an exciting night. I'm still waiting to hear my name called. I didn't get my name called in 1988, and they had 3 rounds in 1988. But this is an exciting night. It's a special night. Last year, 1 year ago, I was with Colin Sexton and his family on the front row waiting for him to get his name called. And when the Cleveland Cavaliers said they're taking Colin Sexton with the first round pick last year, it was just an unbelievable feeling to be there.
Atlanta Hawks and the New Orleans Pelicans. Atlanta has acquired New Orleans' number 4 pick in tonight's draft for the 8th, the 17th, and 35th pick. Matt, I'll come to you here. This says a lot about what the Atlanta Hawks are planning to do. What does it tell you in terms of who they're going after?
To me, it's got to be DeAndre Hunter. He's the best fit here. This is actually a perfect marriage of best fit and best player. I think that'll go 1, 2, 3, and 4 to start this draft, guys. DeAndre Hunter's the best defender in the draft. He is a really strong wing. I think he can defend the 2, the 3, and the 4 at the pro level. A really good shooter. Could argue he was the most valuable three-point threat for Virginia's national championship team last season because of his size. So overall, I can't think that Atlanta's going to take anyone except DeAndre Hunter. Clear-cut 4th best prospect in this draft as far as I'm concerned. I like Atlanta moving up here because it also dispels the notion this is not a 3-player draft. We've never in the history of the NBA had a draft that was a 3-player draft. We will see future studs, starters, potential all-stars come beyond the top 3, beyond the top 4, beyond the top 10. I think Hunter's got a great shot at having a really successful career in an Atlanta uniform.
Yeah, Matt and I have been on the same page with DeAndre Hunter for a while now. A lot of other people who do this for a living and who are great at it